Live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D-Real coming at you with another Be Real with D-Real, where edutainment is what I do. Black Panther #5 by Eve Ewing, Mac Chater. We're going to get into it. Last time we left you, T'Challa was T'Challaing in Burning T'Chaka. And he had just got done fighting a deathlock with Besa. Besa does not appear in this issue. I don't know why, but for some reason, she just doesn't. Let's go ahead and get off into it. But before we do, get the legalese on out of the way. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D-Real page so that when the material comes out, you get it. If you're digging what a brother shoving to put some dirt in my bucket, comment, like, subscribe, and share, because edutainment is what I do. All right, y'all. Black Panther #5. Y'all ready for Black Panther #5? I'm ready for Black Panther #5. Let's start where we should start, with an amazing Black Panther cover. That is by Torrin Clark. And I like Torrin Clark's art there. That is probably the second coldest picture of T'Challa's new uniform that I have seen to date. I like it. He's standing in a protective stance. He is indeed the protector of Wakanda. So that picture is doing what it's supposed to do. Let's get into the action, y'all. All right, splash page. We in Luazi Sculpture Park in Burning T'Chaka. Sculpture Park. I guess that's a cool thing to do. Some of those people in the park are not Wakandan. So Wakanda is open to tourists now. It's what we're like a Disney attraction now. Is that what we're doing in Wakanda? But let's focus towards the bottom of the page. Somebody, that old lady, that elderly lady, that nicely attired lady, is being targeted to get shot. Wow, really? And but she ain't no punk. Check it out. She's whipping out her jump, and she like, I ain't scared of y'all. Let's do this. And and we get to see T'Challa. He's in kind of a reflective phase, and so I'm actually showing these images out of sequence, because I want you to be able to comprehend. Wow, that happened after this right here. This happens before. So when he gets smacked in the head, yes, he smacked upside the head, which makes that shot go sour. And that's why T'Challa's laying in front of him right now. Okay, so how did we get where we getting? Okay, T'Challa in them streets as Easy, and folks is dropping information. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's open gang warfare in Luazi Sculpture Park. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. Wow, that gossip is prominent, ain't it? So he's off to the park to prevent that from happening. Right? Right. And there he is, also at the compound of the Ilongas family. So that was the whole idea, to distract them so that they could set a bomb when the as the assassin refers to it, the Ilonga witch. So that's Mama Ilonga. That's what I'm gonna call it. Mama Ilonga, or Grandma Ilonga. Nana Ilonga. How about that? So yeah, T'Challa, we get to see that shield actually used to shield something. We know it's bulletproof. And like T'Challa always does, my man kicks ass and takes names. And that is precisely what he does with this would-be assassin. And now here we are, Hatuts, having problems. Okay, we got these Hatuts screaming and hollering at each other. Please be reasonable, is what the person's saying, getting rifled up by the Hatuts. It's like, how am I expected to hand over my hard-earned money? How often? Wow. Have you ever asked somebody robbing you? If somebody robbing you on a regular basis, how often are you going to be robbing me? You know what I'm saying? And so there are some Hatuts that are collecting for the Nkisus family, and they see some other Hatuts who are collecting for the Ilongas. And so everybody's drawing down on everybody. How did we get to this set of events? T'Challa. Okay, and we see T'Challa about to put his hands on a bunch of Hatuts. You see what I'm saying? This is what T'Challa does. He puts hands on people. And let's put some focus on that. Okay, over the top of one guy to kick another guy. Blocking blast, kicking ass, taking names. Now, normally we expect T'Challa to, after you knock him out, leave him for the proper authorities. Nah, he told them fools, you know what y'all gonna do? Y'all getting ready to make things right, ain't you? What does he say to them? What does he say to them? He's laughing at the irony that they supposed to serve the crown, but they dishonoring themselves by serving criminals. Doesn't make any sense. Unprincipled violence to the highest bidder. And he told them, tell your bosses that there will be a ceasefire. You and your ruthless extortion of the people of the city is done. And you should be thankful that I'm not killing your ass. Okay? Because they have totally disgraced themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's how he looking at it. Man, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Matt Chater, is his art kind of reminiscent of or like he's trying to do a stale freeze? I don't know. It somewhat reminds me of that art from the Ta-Nehisi Coates run. Kind of a different look for T'Challa. I like it though. And there he's telling him, right there. That's that, y'all. That's that. Otherwise, I'm putting some more hands on you. Meanwhile, back at the Ilonga camp, the Ilongas are getting smacked around by Big Mama. Told everybody to get out, except for Cassandra. Because Cassandra's the one that set these events in place. You see what I'm saying? That's the brother and sister team. Just so y'all know that what's his name? Cassandra and Woro. Cassandra and Woro Ilonga. They are the ones getting pimp slapped and kicked out the room and all of this kind of thing. And as we can read from what Cassandra's saying, Cassandra's been told to broker a ceasefire with the Nkisus. Bear in mind, she has been told by Mama Ilonga, Nana Ilonga, you need to garner a ceasefire. That's what she's got to go do. She's ambitious. She's got something else she wants to do. Because what does she say? Am I to live and die in the shadow of that arrogant hag? So does Cassandra want to be the head of the Ilonga family? I don't know. But she does sound like she is not happy with the current leadership. And Worrell tells her, isn't it obvious, sister? The fact that she asked you to handle the ceasefire is an indicator of trust or a test of your leadership. And all Cassandra got to say to that is, we shall see, Waro. We shall see. Now, back to T'Challa. A few days later, that means we've had a ceasefire for a few days, all based on T'Challa punching the hell out of a couple people. So here he is. He's talking to his sister, Shuri. Good morning, blah, 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 the usual. And listen to what Shuri says. He says, and good morning, out for a constitutional at sunrise? And her response is, a conversation for another time. How are you? Is the ceasefire accomplished? You know what I'm saying? But she's like, it's the only way that she can get alone. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got no alone time. Where I read that wrong. I should have read T'Challa and a good morning out for a constitutional at sunrise. And her response is, it's the only way I get any time alone these days. And his response is, what does that mean? And she says, it's a conversation for another time. So we already knew from previous issues, Shuri's being watched. Everybody's being watched. This new Falasade government is very Washington, D.C. like for all intents and purposes. And the ceasefire was accomplished. T'Challa says, my intelligence suggests it is for now. So now you can take a day off, is what she says to him. And T'Challa is observing the beauty of the BT and then reflects on something his father said. In a field of poppies, it is easy to lose a blade of grass. And so here we go to some posh, smoothie, baller type establishment. And T'Challa's peeping it out. He's creeping it out. He's checking it out. He's finding out what's what at this place. And who lives here? Hisham Ngozi, one of the few missing persons who was not an enemy of Baba Nkisus. And it's his residence. And it seems Hisham was not an enemy to anyone, nor a friend. A solitary life, a rich man. No signs of a struggle, no one else's DNA or scent or presence in this space. Keys and phone and personal effects all accounted for. Where did you go, Hisham? What in Bath's name is that? What in Bath's name is that? If I am not mistaken, there is somebody hanging out or something hanging out. And who does he go to for answers? Niobe. And what is Niobe telling him about Hisham Ngozi? He says, my goodness, it seems Hisham had a visitor. He had a visitor? Really? Who is this visitor? Seconds after this photo was taken, his biometric markers disappeared from his building security system with no trail in or out, just vanished. And T'Challa asks, now will you tell me about Kivu'Ma? And Niobe responds like he did the last time T'Challa asked him about Kivu'Ma. My friend, I will ask you once more not to say that name in my presence. I never should have said it to you, but I will remind you of something you should know better than I. Very little occurs within Wakanda is ever taking place on this plane. Ooh, that's deep. So now T'Challa's got to pay Baba Nkisus a visit. Baba Nkisus? Where? There he is, right there. The notorious Baba Nkisus. Yep, and what is Baba Nkisus talking about? Baba Nkisus was talking to his sister. And they agreed that she could bring grace to the family. And she knew he was bringing shame. But Sister Alio Memories are short when pockets are shallow. We have brokered a ceasefire with the Ilongas, and all of our usual contacts in the media will move to other things in short order. I will be gently reminding them to do so in my way. And after that, he's done, but banging his fist on the desk says he ain't happy with what's going on. And so he's asking about what? I'm gonna need some more wine. Bring me some palm wine. And he's asking his servant Kazi to do that. But Kazi ain't nowhere to be found. Meanwhile, his peoples is laid out outside. And there is a note. You want out? You want to be clean? Get out. Get out. Yield your territory and sleep soundly on a bed of your riches. Who is ballsy enough to say that to Baba Nkisus? And Baba Nkisus ain't ready to yield. It's Cassandra causing problems. Is that what she was supposed to be doing? Okay. Well, now you done pissed Baba Nkisus off. Baba Nkisus is so pissed off that he said, I ain't yielding jack. He said, I ain't yielding nothing. The Phantom himself will have his vengeance. The Wraith who rules all, the Gray. And he stopped himself. But something out of nowhere, tell me, who is it? Who permitted you to speak my name before these curs? You wish to say it? Say it. Kivu'Ma. That is Kivu'Ma. That's the dreaded Kivu'Ma. That's Kivu'Ma who people talk about like he's Voldemort. That's Kivu'Ma who people talk about like he's Candyman. That's Kivu'Ma who people talk about like he's Bloody Mary. And remember, Niobe said, everything don't take place on this plane. So again, I present my question. Who or what is Kivu'Ma? I guess we're going to find out in the next issue of Black Panther. And that is the cover to Black Panther #6. It does not look to be going very well for T'Challa in this issue. Wow. So, there you go. In a nutshell, that was Black Panther #5 review. Now, here's something that is being encouraged to be done. Okay, and this is what I think we should do right here. Right there, that is the address that you can write to Marvel about the Black Panther comic. And they've said in the comic, you know, your comments could appear in the letters page. But we got to get out there and make some noise. We got to make some noise about how much we're enjoying Black Panther. We got to make some noise about what a great job Eve Ewing is doing. And you keep doing a good job, Eve. Maybe they will let your comic last longer than 25 issues. Who knows? Maybe you might be able to break the record of the great Christopher Priest and go for a little more than 50, 60 issues. You know what I mean? I would love to see a Black Panther #100. Actually, 100 issues of Black Panther. He hasn't even gotten past 75. New Warriors had more comics, had more issues than Black Panther did. Again, y'all go ahead and hit that address up, man, and tell Marvel how y'all feeling about this Black Panther comic. I'm gonna do it myself. We need to keep this comic going. We need to preserve this comic. We need to make sure this comic is around for future generations, man. But like I said, y'all seen the picture of issue 6. You know what's happening in issue 6. It's all about that Kivu'Ma. My curiosity is piqued, man. So I want to know who or what is Kivu'Ma. Yo, y'all tune in to find out. That's it for this one, y'all. But fret not, I we'll be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, yo, y'all be good. Be good to each other.